going on, YouTubers? How's everybody doing? Got thinking back. I had a question I brought up a little while back. It was from a, did you say non-believer? That's what you want to call it? Whatever. Anyway, this person was like, I wouldn't say they were being mean. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they were just curious about me or whatever else. But, they started asking me questions about me, who I am, what I represent, and why I do it. I was kind of confused at what they were saying, so I was kind of like, I'm not following. Well, don't get me wrong, I'm straight, and my questions is, why do you put yourself through this? People trying to hurt you, people trying to do things to you. Why do you put yourself through this? I was like, good question. Answer, because I'm me. So for some strange reason, they decided to sit down with me, and I guess they were intrigued by me. I don't know. And they started asking me other questions like, how did it begin? How I coped with it? And what was it I exactly went through? While this person was talking, I had like maybe an epiphany or something. And then the person was gone. Not physically, but I wasn't listening to the person no more. I just seen their mouth moving. It's hard to explain. By the way, if you first tune in, hi, my name is Riley Brielle Ebenthal. I'm transgender. I've been transgender since 12. Went through a lot because I am 42 now. And I am where I want to be with my voice, with my life. Period. By the way, Pantera's here. You want to come say hi? Yeah? Come say hi. Come. Come. No? Kind of see her in the corner here. I'm sure she'll get over here in a minute. But anyway, as this person was talking, I no longer heard this person because I was so deep in my thought about how I did begin, what I did go through, and what I've been through. I've been through a lot. We all have. I'm not one to sit here and say, oh, I got beat up, because, I'm built different. It's hard to explain. Know your consequences. And if you're first tuning in, welcome to my show. So how did it begin? Wow. So long ago. My parents, they hated it. As I said before. Especially if you tune in. But we're getting a little more intimate with this because I feel like maybe I should share this with each and every one of you. My mom, she hated it. Which is sad because my mom, she was a lesbian. And when I started explaining to her how I felt, it appalled her. It angered her. A couple slaps to the face, slaps upside the head. My mom was never the mom that she should have been. Honestly. So yes, we're still kind of estranged. We do talk. So yeah, how it begun? Point blank hell. Lots of sorrow. Lots of not knowing what was going to happen to you. Lots of you're crazy. Lots of I don't want to hear this anymore out of you. But it didn't go away. The feelings didn't go away. Even when I was in high school, I dressed a little different. Let's put it like that. And I was made fun for it. I was beat up for it. I'm smiling now because to me it's like funny. So if I start crying, wow, y'all get to see me cry. But, sorry. I went through a lot to be who I am now. And I'm happy. I really am. So this person was still going on about what I went through. And it was like I fast forwarded in my head. Just sitting there shaking my hand like, okay, I'm listening, you know. You know what I'm talking about. So I fast forwarded a little bit ahead until I was a little bit older. And I was still going through, hey, you blank blank, you're blank blank. It used to get to me because I so wanted people to accept me as I was. It wasn't happening. And the more it seemed like it wasn't happening, the more I pushed for it. I started pushing myself into areas that I demanded respect from others. I demanded them to see me. Now when I look back on it, it really wasn't worth it. Because I was who I was. And I am who I am. So moving on, as this person was continuing, saying, you know, I've seen your videos and sometimes you make a fool of yourself on them. And I was like, we all make fools of ourselves. Now there was a part of me that really just wanted to tell this person this is none of your fucking business and walk the fuck away. But there was this other part of me that was like, I want to see where this goes. And I did. I really wanted to see where it went. So I allowed it to continue with a smile on my face as if I have not. And they started talking again, and all of a sudden it was like I blanked out again. And I was thinking about the girl that I met and how she knew and how she accepted me. And we decided to have kids together. And it all changed. For her, not me. I was still fighting with getting rid of my marker. I was fighting with this, I was fighting with that, and I was fighting with her over the kids. My daughter was born first and then my son. And when they were born into this, and I do say into this, they knew me as both, mom and dad. Seems like now they're older now and they don't accept me, and that's their choice. Does it hurt? Yeah. Hurts a lot. But what can I do? Sorry. I mean, what can I do? I've tried everything. Yes, I paid my child support because she put me on child support. She also run off with a man. Said she needed a real man. Okay? I'm good with that. But she did take the kids too. So then the person asked me, just it was kind of I guess you say drool dribble. Then the person's was like, okay, so my question is, are you a top or are you a bottom? You know, I was kind of like, whoa, wait a minute, that's none of your business, you know. But then they went from that to, what did you do the first time that you was jumped for being who you are? I was scared. Didn't think I was going to make it. Something clicked inside me. I remember I was on my hands and knees and I was looking literally at the gravel. And when I looked up, I got a boot to the face. And I went right back to the gravel. When I came up, I was different. Because I balled my fist up and I knocked the holy hell out of this person. And then I got a boot to the back from the other person. And I knew that if I didn't, and this was in the middle of New Orleans. Shout out, much love to New Orleans ×3. I knew I had to get up. And I knew I had to do something that I didn't think I was capable of doing. I had to come out, I guess you say, out of my character. And I did. And believe it or not, I won. It wasn't an easy win, but it was my first win. So I kind of told the person that, and they was like, really? That's amazing. Did anybody go to jail? No. Was it reported? Yeah. Was anything done? No. Why would it be? Besides having basically the officer tell me to my face, if you didn't dress like this wouldn't happen. Dun dun dun. I still love New Orleans. And like I said, much love ×3. I so rep New Orleans, even though I'm in Springs. So everybody that's from New Orleans that watch my channel, much love ×3. Y'all have been through a lot of shit. And it seems to be getting better for y'all again. Kudos. So as this person was still talking, and believe it or not, this was an older person, a little bit older than me. They got to the point, well, okay, so you lost your kids because of this, as they did, and I was like, and you almost got really bad hurt because of this. I was like, In the back of my mind, I was just like, damn, why am I even allowing this person to ask me these questions? But I wanted to continue, kind of like interview with a tranny, I guess. Can't say the other one because I do love her books, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's my joke for the day. So yeah, I allowed this questioning to keep going. And I was thinking to myself, there's so much more I need to do than just sit here and listen to this dribble. You know, okay, so you lost all of this to be who you are. And I was like, yes. We started talking some more, and I actually was listening this time. I wasn't like falling back in my mind and thinking about everything that I've been through. So I started, you know, with that. It's like, okay, so as of now, I mean, how do you feel? And I was like, how do I feel? I feel wonderful. I feel great. But you're labeled as this, and you're labeled as that, and you're labeled as a 3-letter word. They didn't say it. They just said 3-letter word. That's a bad word. But yes, I am. Yes, and I hear it on the street. And I say I hear it on the street because sometimes when I'm out, somebody's got to say something stupid. It's part of life. Get over it. And that's pretty much what I said. And the person was like, well, that's amazing. That's amazing. Da, 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 da. And they kept going with just these different questions about, would you do it all again? And I was like, yes. Because this is me. I feel like I was born this way. And regardless of what anybody says, I'm going to live my life. Well, what happens when the day comes that somebody actually tries to kill you? Wow, damn. Not too for sure on that one. Well, aren't you scared? No, not anymore. Well, you seem to have a deeper voice. Would you say that you would like want your voice higher? My voice gets high, my voice gets low. This is my voice. This is who I am. So they started talking again, and I fell back to a certain time when I got married, and I thought that everything was so wonderful, and all it was a game. I got beat up really bad over it. I got put in the hospital. I got hurt by the one that loved me. Believe it or not, he's dead now. He never changed his ways, and me being, I guess you say, next of kin, he got into something he couldn't get out of, and I was notified, and I was kind of in shock. I was still in fear of him, but I was kind of in shock. And then it just dawned on me that I was free. I was free from everything that he did. And I hope he got forgiveness for it. And believe it or not, I forgave him. I completely forgave him. But as I was talking with this person, just this person who basically walked up to me and was like, "Hi, can I ask you some questions?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Since I've seen your videos, oh, wonderful. But I don't agree with you. And I was like, "And what part do you not agree with?" The whole thing. Who you are. What you are. Okay. So right then and there, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have been like, how to tell that person to go fuck themselves 8 ways till Sunday. But I didn't because I was intrigued. I was intrigued on where this was going to go. Part of me was like, it's going to go bad. It's going to get bad. But we kept talking, and the whole thing was, the person basically asked me, with everything that you've been through, all your sorrow, all your hurt, all your pain, I was like, yeah, what would you tell somebody else? What would you really tell somebody else? Be you. No matter how bad it gets, be you. And remember the ones that fell before us, to allow us to be us. I say us because you know how they say it's us and them and us. And all these labels and everything else. Why am I smiling? Because I am happy nowadays. I'm not at the job that I want to be at, but it's a job. Okay? I'm not where I want to be at in life, even though I'm 42 years, but I'm still in life. I'm still taking the struggles, and I'm still fighting for me and others. And I'm always going to be here for each and every one of you that need to be here or need me here. I get a lot of bad comments. I get a lot of good comments. And I've had many people view me. However they want to view me, they viewed me. A lot of people say I'm a character. A lot of people say that they like how I raise my eyebrow. They like how I talk. They like how I see things. And I'm just going to say this. For the ones who are really struggling out there, your time's coming. You'll find that point. You find that point. I was lucky. I got to find mine early. I got to grow this way. And I don't mean to sound labelish or whatever else, but I got to grow as a transgendered woman. And I do have a man who loves me for it. Oh, here we go again. On and off, on and off. No, this is it. And I say this is it because if something happens between me and this man, I'm done in that area. I don't mean I'm just done with man. I'm done, period. I'll carry my life on by myself, and I'll be as happy as I am now. Is it a lonely road to be a transgender woman, transgendered man, a CD, a gay man, a gay woman, or even a straight person? Yes, it very much is. So I finally ended this so-called interview with this person with all these questions that just was not a believer of anything that I did. And basically that, you know, Bible, blah, blah, blah. And that's okay. That's okay. We all have our own perspectives and opinions. But believe it or not, at the end of the conversation, that person looked me dead in the face and said, "Congratulations." And I was like, "Oh, being strong enough to be who you are. I respect that. I don't respect what you are, but I respect the strength behind it." And then they was like, well, I've taken up enough of your time, so it was nice meeting you. And I was like, it's nice meeting you too. And I think, every once in a while, I might just pop up and check out one of your shows. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate this. I wasn't happy with this person, and y'all can understand why. Because there was a lot of negativity. And there was a lot of, you could tell the hate. You could tell the hate in them. And don't get me wrong, hon, if you see this, it is what it is. I mean, you did come to me. You did not really seek me out. You just kind of randomly bumped into me. And you basically gave me your opinion. And I gave you my opinion. And we kind of crossed, hard to say swords, but in a way of words only. I mean, don't get me wrong, and there was parts of me that just was like, I want to just slap the taste out of your mouth. And then there was other parts that was like, is this person even for real about this whole thing? But just know that I did give you the time, and you did give me your time. You did give me your opinion, and I gave you my perspective. For anybody out there who's struggling with anything, whatever you are, however you feel, there is hope. There is love, and there is understanding. And yes, sometimes it will be lonely. But last time I checked, when we were slapped on the ass cold and wet, coming into this world, weren't we alone until we were handed over to our caretaker, a.k.a. mother. Any more than that, I'm pressed for time. I just thought y'all might, I don't know. I love each and every one of you. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I do got a Q&A coming up, so go ahead and get your questions ready. As usual, they're really fun. And we're going to keep going with this, as I always say. If you're doing HRTs and you're smoking, know your consequences. If you're alone, somebody passed out of your life, whatever the reason, you're alone. Let me try this again. Get you a pet. That's Pantera, by the way. The mascot. Say hey, Pantera. You gonna say hey? Meow meow. She's looking. Another thing that I wanted to add in here too, and it has been added in a lot. If you're being abused, you have no time left. None whatsoever. Not a moment, not a second. This person could flip into something that you wouldn't want them to flip into. Get help. Call the family. Call the police. Do whatever is necessary to protect yourself and get you out of that situation. And last but not least, love yourself. Love yourself first, and then you can love others. Well, another one in the history books, I guess, people. I want to thank each and everybody who has tuned in and given their perspective or their opinion or even their negative comment. Much love the haters too. Any more than that, thank y'all each for watching this video. And if this was just a rambling, to me it was just something that I had to bring out. It was painful. The beginning. Halfway through it, I didn't know who the hell I was. And in the end, I know now who I am. Much love times 3. Deuces.